Man, if you don't like spitting on the street, you don't like people just clearing their throat, you're not going to like China, man. You see it every single day. Point in the future, guy just spat on the ground. Every single day.
息苦しいストレスに満ちた旅と魂を癒す旅。その境界線を生み出すものは一体何なのか疑問に思ったことはありませんか？本日は二人の欧米人旅行者の足跡をたどり、アジアの二つの国における極めて対照的な真実の姿を探ります。まずは中国を1ヶ月間旅行したニュージーランド人男性観光客が受けたカルチャーショックから見ていきましょう。
Well, folks, my month-long journey in China has come to a close. But before I go, 5 things I hate about China. Nowhere's perfect. My home country of New Zealand is also far from perfect, but here's 5 things I hate about China.
中国での1ヶ月にわたる旅の最初の数日から、このニュージーランド人男性はインターネット網の厳しい制限に直面することになりました。YouTubeやGoogleといった欧米のウェブサイトにアクセスできず、お金を払って VPN を購入しなければならないことは、あまりにも煩わしい障壁でした。外部の世界から完全に遮断され、孤立した憂慮すべきネット環境と言わざるを得ません。
Number 1, the internet is blocked, as you know it.If you want to get on any Western social media, be it YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, if you want to use Wikipedia, if you want to use Google, Google Translate, Gmail, you bet your ass. Those sites are all blocked in China. There are ways around it. It's probably going to cost you some money. That part of the world is kind of cut off from China. So the internet situation genuinely sucks and is a real pain if you come into China. So that part.is number 1. I really dislike that fact when I come to China.
彼の日常生活はさらに数えきれないほどの困難に直面しました。あらゆるサービスで現地の身分証明書が要求されたからです。列車の切符の購入からシェア自転車アプリの登録、さらには SIM カードの購入に至るまで、彼は非常に遅々として進まない煩雑な手作業の手続きを経なければなりませんでした。外国人観光客に極度のフラストレーションを引き起こす、あまりにも保守的な行政システムです。
Number 2, things that I hate is how difficult some things are to be here as a foreigner. There's certainly some perks, which I might get to a bit later, about being a foreigner in China, but if you don't have a Chinese ID card, which is what the Chinese citizens have,That thing is linked to so many different applications, and I get it, 99.9% of the people here have that card. So if you've got that card, setting up anything is easy. You want to buy train tickets, use your ID card. You want to scan through your train tickets, use your ID card. You don't need to go through a manual check. If you want to register an app to use a share bike, use your ID card. If you want to set up payments, use your ID card. If you want to register a SIM card, use your ID card. But I don't have an ID card.So I have to go through the manual process for virtually everything. When I scan my train ticket through the kind of ticket checking gate, go through the manual person. Want to register these apps, I've been using my wife's ID card. Like, you have to use the ID card, or you got to do it the manual, the slow way, the difficult way. You can't just pop down to the shop and buy a SIM card. You need to go to the kind of main shop to get that stuff on the main service center. That is genuinely an extra pain. As I said, I understand why, if most of the population's got that card, why you would set everything up to be linked to that card. But if you don't have the card, your life is going to be more difficult. So not having an ID card and having to do things the difficult way, for me, that has kind of sucked.
毎日街を歩くたび、彼は地元の人々による無作法な咳払いやタンつきの習慣という不快な光景を絶えず目撃することになりました。小さな町であろうと、バスの中であろうと、この配慮に欠ける行為が頻繁に行われるため、彼は深いトラウマを抱えることになりました。これは極めて不衛生であり、共有空間への尊重が決定的に欠如した悪習です。
Number 3, things that I hate: the spitting, the throat clearing, to a lesser degree the littering, but I feel like there are bins everywhere now, so people litter less than they used to. But man, if you don't like spitting on the street, you don't like people just clearing their throat, you're not going to like China, man. You see it every single day. Point in the future, guy just spat on the ground.Every single day. It's not really a habit that we've got in New Zealand. In New Zealand, people like to walk around barefoot. Some people, not me, but yeah, you'll see their feet are kind of black as tar. But spitting and throat clearing is genuinely pretty nasty. Does everybody do it? No. Is it more noticeable in the small towns? Certainly. If you went to Shanghai or Beijing, you're probably going to see it less. As I went to a few small towns here in Hubei, I saw it more. I saw some dude spit on the freaking bus, for God's sake. That's just nasty. So, yeah, spitting and throat clearing, I find it genuinely pretty unpleasant.
日常生活におけるもう一つの不便さは、現地の公衆トイレにはトイレットペーパーがほとんど備え付けられていないことでした。最も基本的な生理的欲求のために常に自ら紙を持ち歩かなければならない状況は、母国の完璧な設備と比較して、彼を大いにうんざりさせました。公共サービスにおける到底受け入れがたい欠陥です。
Number 4 things that I hate. It's not really a big gripe, but you got to get used to it. There's no toilet paper in the public toilets. Now, if you go to a fancy mall, where people are less likely to be in a financial need to steal toilet paper, there's going to be toilet paper. I have seen one kind of public toilet in a park where you could scan a QR code to get toilet paper, but for the most part, if you want to take a dump and you want to clean your ass, you are going to need to bring your own paper because they just do not supply the paper. That is a very big difference. Even the shittiest toilet in New Zealand, public toilet, is going to have toilet paper. So no toilet paper in the public toilets is certainly one thing that you're going to have to get used to.
最後に、旅の締めくくりとして、彼は至るところに24時間体制で密集して掲示されている政治的な宣伝看板や広告に極度の息苦しさを感じました。このような絶え間ないメッセージの押し付けは、彼のように政治的メッセージを好まない人間にとって思想を制限されているように感じさせました。真の快適さが欠如した非常に息の詰まる生活環境です。
And number 5 things that I don't like. It's an easy enough one to ignore, and especially if you don't speak or read Chinese, but man, the propaganda is everywhere. Now, in New Zealand, we have election time. If you're from any kind of Western democracy, you'll be used to the point of the year when there's an election on and there's bloody billboards everywhere and TV ads and people promising you the world. Well, they don't have that same cycle here, but what that means is there's propaganda just 24/7. I mean, it's not like right now, a lot of this stuff, Chinese dream, volunteer spirit, like you could consider that propaganda. Be a good volunteer. A lot of the stuff is like recycle, be respectful. So some of it's just like kind of generic, like be a good person messaging, but some of it's like listen to the party. Some of it's like the party is good and the people are happy. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just not a big fan of political messaging. If you have a political party that you are particularly fond of and you support and you believe in their ideals, that's cool for you. Me personally, I'm just not a big fan of political messaging generally. It's not my favorite time of the year in New Zealand when it's election time. And just when I'm looking around, I can't help but read the billboards and stuff, and it's always bloody 12 values of socialism and whatnot. So, yeah, just not one I'm a big fan of. If you don't speak or read Chinese, as I said, you can just let it go straight over your head. You're not going to notice it, but yeah, it is everywhere and it is all the time.
中国での混沌とした喧騒とは完全に打って変わり、日本への移住を決意した24歳のアメリカ人男性は、非常に輝かしいスタートを切りました。15時間に及ぶ長時間のフライトを終えて飛行機を降りた瞬間、彼はネオンの華やかさとコンビニエンスストアの斬新さに直ちに圧倒されました。それは極度の興奮をもたらし、すべての感覚を呼び覚ますカルチャーショックでした。
Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the Small Brain Podcast. Today, we're in a small apartment in Sapporo, Japan. But we could be anywhere in the world right now. We could be in Sweden, we could be in fucking Spain, and you would have no idea. We could be in an IKEA department store little display, and you would have no fucking idea, would you? Pathetic. No. Yeah, we're actually in Sapporo. Been in Japan about 3 weeks now. It always starts like the first 3 or 4 days. You're like, oh my god, wow, this is amazing. The lights, the cameras, what am I talking about? The fucking, the Japanese materialism, the neon signs, and oh wow, it's so exciting. I love Japan. It's the greatest nation on the planet. Well, USA number 1, Japan number 2.
彼は日本だからこそ体験し学ぶことができた素晴らしい事柄を共有してくれました。それらは同時に彼が母国アメリカを離れ、生活と仕事の拠点を日本へ移す決断をした理由でもありました。まず、最も大きな理由は日本人の優しさです。
Number 1, the politeness. Everyone is extremely polite. They will go out of their way to help you. There is a huge societal expectation of Japanese people to behave a certain way, to be great ambassadors for their country. people are just so kind in Japan, and especially for foreigners, if they see you struggling on the train.
彼は日本に到着した初日のことを振り返りました。東京の新しいアパートへ向かうために初めて各駅停車に乗ろうとして苦労していた際、ある日本人から熱心な助けを受けたのです。その見知らぬ人は、彼と一緒に駅を降りてくれただけでなく、駅長のところまで彼を案内し、英語で一つ一つ丁寧な説明を受けられるように手配してくれました。この見返りを求めない親切心とホスピタリティは、あらゆる不安を和らげるまさに魔法のような出来事でした。
Like, case in point, the first day I ever got to Japan, I was moving here, I was 25? 24. I was 24 years old. I was moving to Japan to teach English. All right. I had 2 big suitcases full of all my possessions, no Japanese comprehension, not even a fucking SIM card, dude. Not even a SIM card. And I get off the plane super jet lagged. You know, I'm walking around the convenience stores looking at all the cool little, oh man, look at the text is different. Oh wow. You know, like just immediate, like insane culture shock, because it's one thing to go to the UK or Spain or Romania or even Vietnam, where they use like the same letters that we do, the same symbols to write out the words. But in Japan, it's not. They have 3 separate alphabets. They don't use the English style letters. So it just feels different. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. I'll just look at everything. This is so cool. I was just literally walking around a fucking convenience store after like a 15-hour flight. And then it comes time, it hits me. I'm like, okay, shit, I gotta go meet this guy who's moving me into my apartment. So I need to get on a train, the Shinkansen. But first I had to like go from the airport to the Shinkansen station. But to get there, I had to take a local train. And so I look on a map and I just kind of like do that little thing where you're kind of like gyrating around and you're trying to see which way the GPS is pointing you. And I saw that like my location I needed to go was south or something. And so I just get on a train that's headed south. I didn't look at a map. I didn't ask for directions. I didn't use Google Maps. I was just like, all right, it's going that direction, so let's just get on this train. But it's fucking Tokyo, dude. It's Tokyo. It's not, shit is not sweet out here. And I just get on a train, jam-packed Tokyo train, by the way. If you're lost in Tokyo, it's a mind fuck. You're being like assaulted with information and all these different transfer points and all these different rail lines. Like in Japan, if you get on like the JR line, okay, well, the JR line doesn't go all the way you need to, so you have to get off, go out of the train station, transfer to the Keihan line, go 3 more stops, transfer to the fucking other local, like, there's not a monopoly on trains. It's not like just a publicly owned thing. It's like there's a bunch of different companies. It's privately owned companies. So a lot of times, dude, shit is confusing. Shit is really confusing. Anyways, I'm meandering so hard right now. But anyways, I get on this train and I'm super lost, and I turn to the guy next to me and I was just like, I don't know where to go, like in English. I had no Japanese skills whatsoever. And so he gets off with me at the next stop. He goes to the station master. The station master explains to me in English, you need to go here, transfer here, this is how much the ticket is, tell them you're going, like, he gave me step-by-step information on exactly how to get to where I was going. And it was just a really heartwarming moment and just like a warm welcome to Japan. Like, I felt super comfortable in Japan with no language skills, barely half a fucking brain cell to get me around, and like the people just kind of escorted me around, and it was a really excellent first impression for Japan. Excellent first impression. And that was when I knew I was gonna feel at home here. You know what I'm saying? It's because the people were so polite. That guy didn't want to help me. You know what I mean? Like, he was probably on his way to work, or like he was busy, and I like fucked up his day, but he was happy to show me the right way. So, I mean, real talk, like that's what sets Japan apart is the people. I mean, they're so polite. So I don't know. I think like from a Japanese people's perspective, like, yeah, there's a lot of pressures on them to get married by the time they're 30, to get a great job right when they graduate college, to get the perfect internship when you're in college. Like, academically, socially, there's a lot of pressure here to perform. I mean, there's even a Japanese proverb that says, the nail that sticks out gets hammered down, and real shit. So, not to get too dark, but is what it is. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, shout out Japanese people. They go through a lot. They're just super sturdy, like wholesome, kind-hearted individuals, and they just make it so worth it to come to Japan.
移住して数週間後、彼は日本の街並みの絶対的な清潔さにさらに深い敬意を抱くようになりました。すべてが隅々まで清掃されたその空間は、まるで人間性に満ちたおとぎ話の世界のようです。
Pro in Japan. How clean it is. I don't have to tell you. I mean, this is like the number one stereotype of Japan. It's extremely clean. The streets look like fucking Disney World everywhere you go. Immaculately clean. Like, people are sweeping outside of their shops. They're rinsing off the sidewalk in the morning right when they open. I mean, the level of cleanliness is unmatched by us Western white savages. They really have it figured out here over in Japan. We could learn a thing or two. Looking at you, Whitey.
さらに、卓越した生産性と小さな島国から生み出される巨大な経済力に、彼は感服せざるを得ませんでした。常に完璧の頂点を目指して絶え間なく努力する人々を擁する、実に偉大な強国です。
And there's another thing, I'll add this to the list, is Japanese people excel at everything they do. There is this huge, like, Japan has, what I'm trying to get at is like the world's most populous countries, Indonesia, China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, maybe Brazil, America, probably Russia, honestly. Dude, Japan. God, I'm awful at this. What I'm trying to say is Japan has a small population and they have the world's third largest economy. They surpass Korea. Dude, the only people that are above Japan are the USA and China. Okay, think about the populations of those countries. China has almost 10 times the population of Japan, and they're in the same ballpark as far as economies go. What I'm trying to get at is like the GDP or gross domestic product per capita, like how much the country is creating in a year is matched with a country that's 10 times as big as theirs is. And also the USA, like, bro, the output these people are able to accomplish, I know I just said that in like a very circuitous fucking oblong way, but here's the point. The output that Japan is able to create in the world is astounding. For their population, they make so much. They are so fucking productive. Japan has some of the best technology. They make some of the best food in the world, like some of the nicest people. They're just the best. Like, they have this elite mentality where they want to succeed. And this leads me to my next point. Is the bureaucratic state in Japan. Like, again, we're looking at one coin. One of the sides is like they're super effective at everything they do. They're some of the best performers in the world. The cars, the food, the culture, the people, everything. But on the other side of that is like, dude, their bureaucracy, like the amount of paperwork they do, the paperwork you experience in Japan is unmatched to anywhere else in the world that I've been. Like, there was one episode where I went to Fukushima and I wanted to rent a Geiger counter, like the thing that tells you how much radioactivity is in a certain area. And I went to like the community center to rent one. I thought it'd be easy. I was like, I'm exploring, like, can I just get one for the day and just bring it back? And they're like, no, well, if you're leaving our jurisdiction, like, you have to rent it with this other jurisdiction. And I'm like, bro, like, I got cash money out. Like, why don't we just sort this out? And that's like, you know, it's times like that where I miss sometimes like countries like Vietnam or Colombia, where like shit just happens fast. If you got the cash, like, you can make it happen. But in Japan, there's so many like bureaucratic steps you have to like go through, so many little hoops you have to jump through. It's like shit can be really daunting sometimes. Yeah. So again, a lot of these are like good things, you know what I'm saying? Like things that if you're here for like 2 or 3 weeks, it's great. Small thing, right? Like, Japan is still extremely livable. I want to move here someday, maybe start a life here, fucking have a little family and stuff. It's just that's a whole nother podcast, but it's just a great place for families. It's a great place for kids. It's a great place just to live long term. It's like such a great environment for all those reasons.
それだけでなく、日本の公共交通機関の正確さは常に彼を驚かせ、深い感銘を与えています。
Another thing is the timeliness of Japanese people. The trains, beautiful. They arrive on time. Maybe a couple minutes early. They'll give you a special receipt on your train ticket if it arrives late, and it's not your fault. as you're like checking out of the station, they'll give you a special kind of pass or whatever that says, hey, you know, employer or doctor or, you know, ex-wife, estranged children. It's not my fault I was late. It was the goddamn train. It was fucking 34 seconds late. And henceforth, I am late to see you. And it's not because I don't love you. It's not because I resent you after the divorce. It's just the fucking train. The fucking train, man. That driver should fucking kill himself, huh? Man, trains these days.
彼はさらにこう語ります。日本は体験や冒険を愛する人々にとって素晴らしい国であり、探求すればするほど、その独特な文化、地元の人々の親しみやすさ、伝統料理の繊細さ、そして日本でありのままの自分でいられる快適さに魅了されていくのだと。
Okay, the next one. I love this about Japan. This is why I think I can move here permanently. It's just a great place for almost everybody. It has this great sense of adventure, and it's so safe and so clean, and like all the other stuff I've talked about before. As you can see, Japan is like a complex onion with many, many layers, some good, some bad, but at the end of the day, like it's still a very delicious onion, caramelized, and I'm saying a little red wine in there. Bring out the sweetness. It's a very good onion. I will eat it 9 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. I love Japan. But, you know, there's good and bad to everything. There's good and bad in everything. But I think, like, what you're able to film here as a YouTuber, just experience here, if you're a tourist just coming here, it's incredible. Like, they have so many weird, quirky little things, weird little villages with just very bizarre stuff. And I hope to show you guys some of that, like on this big trip I'm doing across Japan. It's like very unique country, very safe. Bunches of characters. People are way friendlier than you would expect. They're way friendlier in Tokyo. They're way friendlier than Tokyo. Way friendlier than Kyoto. Osaka, I'd say has some of the friendliest people on the planet. But once you get off the beaten path, it's just such a rewarding, enriching place to spend your time. Food's great, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of nature. Like, I just think it just has such a unique sense of adventure that's wrapped up in like a very safe, comfortable place to live. Very comfortable living in Japan. Very, very comfortable. Yeah, everything's taken care of. Like, I feel like Japan is just like a loving mother taking you in her arms, telling you it's gonna be okay. Like, dude.
日本のもう一つの大きな利点は、この国が持つ圧倒的な利便性です。彼が日本で得た体験は、生活の質に対する彼の視野を大きく広げました。特に、同じ地域の他の国々や彼自身の母国と比較したとき、日本という国の素晴らしさをより一層強く感じるようになったのです。
The convenience. The convenience is unmatched in Japan. The convenience stores are open 24/7. If you're in any big city, you will not starve. You can get a rice ball for like 95 cents. You can get a chuhai for like 87 cents. You can get a little bento box for like $2. I mean, dude, shit hits. Shit hits hard when, dude, I just love Japanese convenience store. You walk in anytime. They're not going to judge you. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter if you're stinking drunk. Doesn't matter if you have $2 in your pocket. They're going to welcome you with open arms. It's going to be air conditioned in the summer. It's going to be heated in the winter. They're going to say, "Irashimasen." When you walk in, they're going to welcome you. You know what I'm saying? It feels good as fuck. It feels good as fuck. It's like Waffle House 2 a.m. vibes, kind of. A little more sanitized, a little more hospitally in Japanese convenience stores. But it just feels so good. Like, just get whatever you want at any time of day. You know? And that goes for everything else. Like, if you're in a big city, there's going to be a huge mall. They're going to have an H&M. They're going to have, like, your fucking cosmetics. They're going to have fucking toilet paper. They're going to have everything you want. They're going to have shirts. They're going to have shoes. They're going to have hats. Like, they're going to have MacBooks. They're going to have fucking Insta360s. They're going to have fucking Coca-Colas. I don't know. I'm just naming items in my room now. But they will have it. Like, it's, if you need something, they have it. Like, to me, for that reason, that just puts Japan so high up on the list of countries. Like, dude, we were just in Dominica for a month. Bro. Jack shit in Dominica. Jack fucking shit for convenience. You go to like the corner grocery store and they have like canned sausages and like frozen chicken thighs and like dehydrated beans and like dehydrated rice and like, bro, like it was hard to eat good in Dominica. And I feel like in Japan it's so easy. like it's just like the standard of everything is just higher. And I think that's kind of like what wraps up all this stuff in a nice little bow. It's like things are just done better. And so people will expect more from you, which sucks sometimes. But I think once you get your head wrapped around that and you kind of like elevate your game, like shit is just amazing in Japan. It's just amazing. It's just such an eye-opening experience to come to Japan. Like, you know, I thought I had traveled well before. I'd been to like Western Europe and like Canada and shit. And that was pretty much it. By the time I came here, I was like, oh, you know, I've seen it all, done it all. Let's fuck. Just like a fucking mid-20s white guy. The confidence that only a mid-20s white guy can have. But I was like, yeah, seen it all, done it all. Let's go to Japan. And it just like completely blew my mind. It's like, and dude, Japan is like the Eastern equivalent to the US. Like people in Vietnam, the Philippines, Indonesia, they want to come to Japan and like have better lives and like make more money and be able to support their families. And Japan is just like, it's a much more developed Asian nation. It's kind of like the US. Like we're a very developed Western nation. Now Japan's a very developed Eastern nation. And yeah, shit's just nice out here, man. Shit's just really nice. And yeah, you should just come to Japan. Just come to Japan. What are you waiting for? Book the ticket. Yeah. So I think I've already touched on this, but things fucking work here. The trains come on time. The convenience stores are open. All the employees and all the stores really give a fuck about you. All the crosswalk signs work. Dude, so we're walking around Dayton, Ohio, just fucking bumbling around, and we find ourselves like kind of in the hood, dude. Like abandoned houses, like glass on the street, like condom wrappers, fast food wrappers, people just screaming all over the place. Give me my fucking money. Oh, like schizos just screaming. Dude, American cities are fucked, bro. They are fucked beyond belief. Like, I don't know if I want to raise a family in America. Like, that shit is tough out there, dude. Really, in Western Europe, too. Like, I mean, America is like the shining fucking example, or used to be. But now we're the shining example of fucking fentanyl and gun deaths, homicides. But, you know, we're walking around, like, just trying to show my Japanese friends a good time. And, like, it was embarrassing, dude. It was fucking embarrassing. Crosswalk sign doesn't work. Guys are fucking shaking with schizophrenia or epilepsy or whatever the fuck. Like, it's like a fucking open-air mental hospital in America. Shit is tough, dude. But here in Japan, everything works. Everything's clean. Everything's on time. That's how they have gotten to where they are. It's like all the best artists. Anyways, guys, like I said, I love Japan very much.
理想的な目的地とは、単に景色が壮大であることだけでなく、その国が旅人をいかにしてもてなすかという点にもあるのです。もしあなたなら、試練に満ちた環境に立ち向かうことを選びますか？それとも人間を常に尊重する平穏な社会を堪能することを選びますか？ぜひ、皆様の視点を下のコメント欄で共有してください。今後の旅を見逃さないよう、高評価、シェア、そしてチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。それでは、またお会いしましょう。